Okay guys, so to start off this look, I'm taking this BH Studios eyeshadow primer and I'm going to go ahead and prime both of my lids. I actually did haul a bunch of items recently from BH Cosmetics right around the holidays, so I will say that a majority of this tutorial is made up of BH Cosmetics. And I will be going in with the Carli Bybel palette again from BH Cosmetics, which will definitely be the star of this show. First color I'm going to be using is this cream color shadow right here. And I'm just going to be using this as an all-over base color. It's a great way to also set the eye primer that you laid down, as well as create a great canvas and base for all the rest of the shadows to blend so much easier on. Next, I'm taking this neutral brown color and I am going to go ahead and apply this to my crease. This is going to be the first crease color I lay down. So I'm just going to go back and forth in windshield wiper motions, but concentrating the majority of the color in the outer corner and then blending inwards. Next, I'm going to be taking my favorite shade in the whole palette, this maroon shade, and I'm going to just be kind of carving out my crease area. So starting with short, small strokes kind of in the outer corner, and then again moving them towards the center of my eye in the crease area, creating a little bit of a cut crease, but mainly deepening the outer corner and then hollowing out my crease. And then to make sure there's no harsh lines in this look, I'm just taking a big fluffy crease brush and just running through my crease. Again, just to smooth out any harsh lines and blend the whole look together. I'm next diving into this coppery gold shade, and I'm going to be applying it all over my lid. I do, however, shortly find out that this palette needs a little bit of help as far as pigmentation with this shade. So I do end up diving into my MAC Fix Plus, spritzing my brush with it, and then reapplying this all over my lid to give a little bit more pigmentation, a little bit more stick of the shadow. I also switched over to a brush that does a better job of packing on shadow. It's a little bit stiffer, a little bit more firm, and it just does a great job of packing eyeshadow onto the lid. Sing break time! Next, I'm combining these two coppery shades together and applying it on the outer corner of the eye. I do want to create a little bit of definition and a little bit more contrast on the outer corner, moving inwards to the gold color. I did actually also use MAC Fix Plus at this part as well, again just to amp up the pigmentation of the shadow. Next, I'm going to be creating a cat eye with my favorite liquid liner of the moment, the Wet n Wild Megaliner. You can still get this from the drugstore even though it's in a new formula. And I'm just going to go ahead and start laying down the lines and the guidelines, I guess, for my cat eye. Now I'm going to be taking this deep brown shade in the palette and continuing to darken the outer corner. I'm now just focusing really on the outermost corner of the eye so that I don't completely take over the bronze shade I put down, but again I'm adding more definition as I go and then blending it into the bronze shade. Next step is to curl my lashes with my eyelash curler. This is just a simple Revlon one I got from the drugstore. Next, I'm going in with this mascara by the brand Doucce, I believe. I got this recently in a BoxyCharm subscription box. It is the Punk Volumizer mascara. I really love this mascara because it has such a large wand and it is natural hair bristles versus those like crappy plasticky ones that I'm not always a big fan of. Next, I'm going in with false lashes. I believe these ones are the Ardell Wispie lashes. I did go ahead and apply them off camera because frankly I suck at putting them on camera. So this is what they look like over the mascara as well as the liner. And then going back in with the mascara, just making sure that my natural lashes mold to the false ones, again to create massive amounts of volume. Next, taking the pinky highlight shade in the palette, I'm going to go ahead and be applying this to my brow bone area to create a nice subtle soft highlight. Diving back into that neutral brown shade, I'm going to go ahead and start applying this on the lower lash line area, just creating a nice smoky effect. And then I'm going to be taking this deep copper shade and just applying it over the first color that I laid down. It's just going to create a lot more definition, a lot more pigmentation, and also give it a little bit of a metallic finish on the lower lash line. And now it's time for a little kitty break. Next, I'm taking this coppery eyeliner by Bourjois. It's called the Color Band Ombre Liner and Eyeshadow. The shade is Hold or Comfort. I'm not exactly sure, but it's just a nice metallic-y, bronzy eyeliner, and I'm just applying this in my waterline area. You guys can find something very similar that's sold in the US. I just happen to have this one on hand, but Bourjois is only sold in the UK. And now for the fun part, let's dive into some glitter! This is, again, BH Cosmetics. It's from the Glitter Collection. The shade is just Gold, and I'm going to be applying this all over my lids. First, I'm taking my trusty eyelash glue and just applying it all over my lid to get it tacky and give it a base for the glitter to actually stick to. And what New Year's Eve look wouldn't be complete without shit tons of glitter all over your eyes? So this next part here is optional, and I'm not going to lie, I muffed it up a little bit. I'm taking the lash glue and applying a thin line on the lower lash line from the inner corner to maybe like the first quarter of the lower lash line area. And then I'm taking the gold glitter on the same brush and applying it to that lash glue. I did find that it probably would be easier if I took a brush a lot smaller than the one I used to apply my lid, because as you can see, it just did not get it as precise as I wanted it to. But life moves on. No sense of crying over some uneven glitter. I still absolutely love the way this look turned out. So here is the look with the eyes complete. Next, I'm going to be finishing up my face makeup first by contouring my cheeks with the Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced, as well as this flat contour brush by Morphe Brushes. And then I'm taking this Real Technique sculpting brush and just buffing out the contour so that it's not so harsh on my face. And then taking this angled face brush and just finishing up the contour on the rest of my face along my jawline as well as my forehead. Next, I'm taking this blush by Studio Makeup. This is the Soft Blend Blush in the shade Wildflower. I'm going to go ahead and be applying this to the apples of my cheeks, working it back towards my temples. It is a super pretty color. I actually got this also in a BoxyCharm subscription service recently, and I absolutely love it. Next, I'm going to be taking a combination of these two middle highlights right here in the palette. First one I'm going to be putting on the high points of my cheeks, also working it a little bit into my forehead area using the Real Techniques. I believe this is the setting brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to use for my highlight. And then diving back into the pinkier highlight, I'm going to be using this more focused towards the apples of my cheeks and that lower cheek area. Again, I love really strobing, really making myself look highlighted, especially for special occasions like New Year's Eve. Then I want to make sure I set everything with a face powder. This is a Bourjois. It's the Healthy Balance face powder. I think that this powder was on its last leg. After this tutorial, I think it all crumbled to pieces. But it's just a nice neutral face powder that I use to set my makeup. Nothing too special about it. I just like to set my makeup so that it stays in place all night long. And so I don't look too powdery or cakey, I am going to set my makeup with my MAC Fix Plus first. And then I'm going to go in with the second setting spray. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray to really make sure that the makeup sticks all night long. For my lips, I'm first going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Bespoken 4. And then I'm taking the Kat Von D foiled lipstick in the shade Adore. This is the old packaging. They do sell it now, so don't fear if you love this shade, you can still get your hands on it. And then to finish off the lips, I'm just taking this lip gloss from the Maleficent collection from MAC. It is in the shade Anthem. I'm wondering if that's an actual like original shade that they always carry, but it's just packaged for the Maleficent collection. Anyways, I'm just finishing off this lip look by applying a little bit of lip gloss to the center of my lips, both on the bottom as well as the top. So there you guys have it. There is my fun and festive New Year's Eve tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys like tutorials or if you guys love this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my subscriber fan base to at least 600 before 2016. Please help me reach my goal and please hit that subscribe button on the screen. I hope you guys have a safe and fun New Year's Eve. Please be safe. I will see you in my next video. I love you guys so much. See you in 2016. Bye everybody.